What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of RFO. Today I want to talk about the Benelli Supernova. This is actually my dad's shotgun. He just bought it maybe about a year ago, and he let me take it out last duck season and use it a few times, and I thought it was so good compared to my Remington 500 that I decided to make a video on it. I usually don't do that, and I want to let you guys know that I'm not paid by Benelli, or I don't have any contact with them to make this video, but I just thought it was such a great shotgun that I wanted to review it and tell you guys some awesome features about this shotgun that really separate it from the rest. So first things first, this is a 12 gauge and it is made to shoot steel shot, and it'll shoot just about any shell up to 3.5 inch, which is really handy because you can hunt multiple birds at the same time. In fact, it's even got a button on the bottom of this rail which allows you to easily exchange shells at any time. So all you have to do is press the button, eject the old shell, and put a different shell in. So let's say you're hunting quail and all of a sudden you see geese flying around, you can change shells immediately and really quickly and nail those geese. Another awesome feature about this shotgun that really makes it just a great hunting gun is this oversized trigger guard. Now I'm assuming a lot of people who are gonna buy this gun are gonna shoot ducks or geese or something in the winter time. So if it's winter, you're most likely gonna be wearing some pretty thick gloves. So that makes it awesome that this is an oversized trigger guard and it allows you to fit your whole glove in there, your whole finger. It just makes it really easy and you can still pull the trigger just fine. Another thing that makes this just absolutely great for hunting is that it's waterproof, it's like shockproof, weatherproof. At one point during duck season last year, my dad was using this to hunt and he kind of dropped it, or something happened to where it got fully submerged in like a muddy, mucky pond, and he took it out and about 15 minutes later we saw some ducks and he nailed them. And this worked absolutely great, and I was kind of surprised. You know, even though it's a pump shotgun, you still have moving parts, and so you're not expecting something that's dropped in mud and muck to immediately work again without cleaning, but it did. So I thought that was pretty incredible. I can't guarantee that my Remington would do that. This handled the weather and the abuse perfectly for those few trips that we went last season. So something else that I really like about this shotgun is that these rubber pads on the side of the stock. Now this kind of looks like they're just maybe glued down on the stock, but in fact they are in the center of the stock, and what these actually do is when you pull the trigger and the gun recoils, these rubber pads really absorb the recoil. And I think that's fantastic because if you're hunting, you want to make every shot count. So the fact that there's a little less recoil with this shotgun, and it is a 12 gauge, so you're going to get probably the most recoil out of any shotgun on this one. The fact that these help the shotgun absorb the recoil and you can make more accurate shots, I think that's just fantastic, and I think that's really just engineered great by Benelli because it's a hunting gun. You want to make every shot count, and I think that's just an awesome little add-on that they did for this. So another little handy thing that I liked about this gun is that the slide has 2 rails, and a lot of cheaper shotguns you're only going to find 1 rail, and that's why on a lot of cheap shotguns the slide will move side to side, and while that doesn't really matter, it feels cheap when that happens. It's a part that shouldn't move in that direction. Even though it doesn't really matter, again, it shouldn't move in that direction. This one is solid. It has a little movement, but that's going to come with any 2-railed slide. And I think that's a little, I don't know, it feels sturdy, and it feels like it can handle a lot just because it has the 2 slides and just because there's very minimal side-to-side wiggle between the slide. So at the end of the barrel, this Benelli Supernova has a great, very bright red bead on the front. This is great because a lot of times you're up early hunting ducks or geese, and it's nice to easily find that bead when you're about to make your shot. So I think that's really handy. A lot of shotguns just come with a little silver bead in the front. It can be kind of difficult to find, especially when you're rushing to make that shot, but this is really easy to find. It's really easy to use and really accurate, so it's awesome. When you purchase a shotgun, you most likely will get 3 chokes added in. It's just the typical chokes that you need for any shotgun use, and it's kind of nice that they, it comes with those, because a lot of times, even if you're shooting trap or a game or something like that, you're not necessarily hunting, you might want a different choke. So that is kind of nice to have those options, and you can easily change them, and I think that's just a great touch too. So really quickly, one last thing I want to touch on, and I think this really ties the whole thing together, is that this shotgun is so easy to take apart in the field. So let's say you got a little too much dirt in the chamber, maybe something wasn't moving correctly, maybe you had a jam, I don't know. Anything can happen, and it is extremely easy to take apart. I don't think there's any extra tools that you need. I won't go into detail how to take this thing apart, mostly just because I don't want to, but I just know, and I'm sure you can find another video on YouTube, that this thing is easy to take apart and super doable by just about anyone, and it's a pretty basic way to take a shotgun apart, just like any other shotgun if you've owned one before. So I know this shotgun can be kind of pricey, but if you're an experienced hunter or someone who does a lot of hunting, I would definitely recommend this shotgun. I think it's great for the price. I was actually amazed when I was using this last duck season, and I thought it was fantastic. Honestly, Benelli, you really outdid yourself on this Supernova. I love it. I wish this wasn't my dad's. I wish it was mine. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want more gun reviews, drop a like. That way I know what you guys want to see. Also, while you're down there, hit that big red button and hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.